Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to hang out in between videos, come check out the Discord. We're also doing exclusive content over on Patreon. We've got a schedule up in the community tab, but we're doing things like competition shows, K-dramas, and content from groups here on the channel, like BTS. Today, we are getting into our next album in the deep dive. This time we are getting into RM's next solo album, or mixtape, Mono. So, let's hop right into it. Tokyo's up first. Oh, hold on. Almost did the thing that got me in trouble technologically yesterday. I almost forgot to like correctly set my audio here. There we go. That would have been a headache of editing later. Again.
Wake up in Tokyo, feel like a torso. I know it's time to go. I see Pinocchio wearing a poncho. That's me some time ago. Do I miss myself? Do I miss your face? I don't know. I don't know.
Got kind of like a vibey, introspective kind of track to start off with.
Life is a wave that sometimes you cannot say, and ash is a thing that someday we all should be. When tomorrow comes, how different it's gonna be. What do love and hate sound just the same to me?
Got some real nihilism stuff going on here. Okay. Jax, what are you barking at, buddy? Okay. So Tokyo. Now, I think the interesting thing about this is that like we're kind of getting into this space of like, you know, we're all gonna die someday. This is us kind of putting our foot in front of the other, and how much is tomorrow going to be different than today, right? Like meaningfully. So is there a point kind of taking those forward steps almost, is kind of the vibe I'm feeling. And he's just like, if I had my dream, I would not move forward at all. I would stay right next to you. And Like, I feel like there's this kind of mixture of like almost depression going on here. I'm no therapist, right, or psychologist, so I don't claim to understand all of that, but like I think there's just this level of weariness with the day-to-day existence in this song, in the lyrics of this song, that are interesting. And to put that over top of like this very relaxed, vibey beat with that whistle track to end it off is a very interesting choice. But it sounds almost like he's having a conversation with us throughout the song, right? Yeah, interesting. Okay. Next up, we've got Seoul. So we had Tokyo first, then Seoul. Much brighter sounding track.
차가운 새벽 공기에 난 몰래 눈을 뜨네 이 도시의 harmony 난 너무나 익숙해 내 어린 날들은 아득하고 빌딩과 차들만 가득해도 이젠 여기가 나의 집인걸 너왜 서울과 바람이 비슷한 걸까 무슨 영혼을 가졌길래 무엇이 날 이토록 너의 곁에 잡아두나 내게 난 추억조차 없는데 난 이제 네가 너무 지겨워 너의 맨날 똑같은 새끝 표정 아니 나는 내가 두려워 이미 널 보가 돼버렸거든 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I hate you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I hate you so
Love and hate being the same words is an interesting concept.
비슷한 듯 조금씩 다른 빌딩 역한 듯 아닌 듯한 삶의 향과 따뜻한 척하는 차가운 공원들 늘 헤매야 하는 사람들과 너만은 하늘 품는 한강들과 혼자 하늘을 볼 수 없는 그네들과 딱 그네들과 좀 늦어버린 친구들은 툭하면 떠나겠다 해 난 끄적거려보지만 웃질 못해 너무 인정하기 싫지만 이미 난 너의 미움과 그 역겨움까지 다 사랑해 전기천에 비린 날 사랑해 선유도의 쓸쓸함을 사랑해 돈만 있으면 살기 좋다던 어느 택시기사의 그 한숨까지도 I love you 미움이 같은 말은 난 I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I hate you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I hate you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I hate you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말은 난 I hate you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so
여보세요? 한강인데 가려고.
Hmm?
사랑과
Okay, Seoul. Now, I think this is like one of those things where, like, when you live in a city and it's your hometown and you've been there forever and you've gotten past that initial phase of living there where everything seems like it's amazing all the time, and then you get into seeing the warts and the bad parts of living in a place for an extended period of time, and then you start to consider leaving and going somewhere else and trying to find something that fits you better. And then if you stay even further than that, you come to this place where I feel like RM is at, where you see both. You love it and you hate it. You accept the fact that you are just kind of part of this city and there's no way that you're going to leave, right? You are a lifer at this point, and the ups and the downs all become part of its charm, and you still have those feelings of love and hate towards it, but even that can feel comforting when it is, just a part of you at that point, is I feel like where he's getting at. I don't know if that's something that can be felt as in the extreme unless you're from a big city. I mean, I guess maybe no, I think you could feel that anywhere. If you live in the same place all your life, I feel like there's that kind of sense regardless, right? Like, I think just feeling like you become part of your surroundings. But yeah, interesting. Really, really cool track too. I don't know Han, but their production style is very nice, very comforting. Yeah, okay. We do have a Tiny Desk performance of this. It's the only live from this album. There is like more after this, so I've been given a timestamp as to when this thing cuts off from Seoul. Let's go. Love a Tiny Desk concert.
차가운 새벽 공기에 난 몰래 눈을 뜨네 이 도시의 harmony 난 너무나 익숙해 내 어린아 날들은 아득하고 빌딩과 차들만 가득해도 이젠 여기가 나의 집인걸 너의 소울과 발음이 비슷한 걸까 무슨 영혼을 가졌길래 무엇이나 이토록 너의 곁에 잡아두나 난 내게 추억조차 없는데 난 이제 네가 너무 지겨워 너의 맨날 똑같은 잿빛 표정 아니 나는 내가 두려워 이미 널 부각해버린 거든 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so yeah. Oh yeah. 가만히 있어도 풍경이 바뀌는 버스와 비슷한 듯 조금씩 다른 빌딩 역한 듯 아닌 듯한 삶의 향과 따뜻한 척하는 차가운 공원들 늘 헤매야 하는 사람들과 너무 많은 하늘 품는 한강들과 혼자 하늘을 볼 수 없는 그네들과 다 큰애들과 좀 늦어버린 친구들은 툭 하면 떠나겠다 해 난 끄덕거려 보지만 웃질 못해 너무 인정하기 싫지만 이미 난 너의 미움과 그 역겨움까지도 사랑해 서기 전에 비린내 사랑해 선의도할 쓸쓸함을 사랑해 돈만 있으면 살기 좋다던 어느 택시기사의 그 한숨까지도 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you love you so. I hate you so. Yeah, I'm leaving your heart. I'm leaving your heart. I'm leaving your heart. So 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so. 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so. 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so. 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so. 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so. 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so. 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so. 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so. So yeah, I love you so. No, I hate you so. Yeah. Nah, I just
The
don't
big
know.
cymbal crashes are like a nice touch too. I don't know. There's something about
Thank you.
Oh.
It's so good to be back.
see quickly before he goes into the next one
This legendary show, NPR
what he
Tiny
has to
Desk.
say.
This time as a solo. Last time I was in a team, but this time is my first solo NPR Tiny Desk. So I'm truly honored. I go by the name of RM of BTS, and I'm from South Korea. So the song you guys just listened to was Seoul. Basically, as you know, the capital city, which is my second hometown in Korea. Okay, first thing first, the most important part, I like to introduce our band, the Korean
Oh,
Legends.
good.
First, Doc Skim on the keyboard. Woo! Give a round of applause. John Un on the guitar. Jason Park on the bass. Woo! Last but not least, J.K. Kim on the drum. Woo! Okay, yeah, so that was Soul. And I just released my first new solo album called Indigo, which is the natural color from.
All right, before we get into the rest of that, I was wondering if he was going to go into some more explanation on that, but cool. Also got to get some props for the band in there. But still, very nice performance, very chill, very relaxed. Like I'm already in kind of a chill mood tonight, so just having that kind of vibe, the NPR Tiny Desk kind of vibe was a nice way to set this up. All right, cool. Moonchild. Ooh, all right, interesting. Kind of got like a diorama thing going on in the living room.
We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fantasy. Can't breathe in the sunlight. Gotta hide your heart. We want to be side. So first we glide. Come on, y'all, Moonchild, that's supposed to be. Yeah, all the pain, all the sorrow, that's in the scene. You want my life is like this. We got a dance in the rain, dance in the pain. Even though we crash now, we gon' dance in the plane. 우리에게 누구보다 밤에 풍경이 필요해. 이거는 누구도 아닌 나만이 날 위로해. It's a try to share this. But don't you tell yourself. Moonchild, you shine when you rise. It's your time. Come on, yeah. Moonchild, don't cry when moon rise. 죽고 싶다며 그만큼 넌 또 열심히 살아댔네 떼어놓고 싶다며 또 다른 줄을 달아 생각하지 말자 생각조차 생각이잖아 you know 사실은 우린 이런 운명이란 걸 끝없는 고통 속에 웃는 거란 걸 자유란 말하는 순간 자유는 없어 you know do you know 다른 시간 내 영혼의 눈으로 저 밤하늘을 봐 너에겐 보여줄 거야 너의 창노의 시간 알고 있니 저 가로등에 또 가시가 많아 저명멸하는 빛을 자세히 한번 쳐다봐야 그냥 참 잔인하지 않니 누구의 가시줄이 모여 펼쳐진 장관에 분명 누군가 너의 가시를 보며 위로받겠지 우리 서로의 약점 서로의 달
We are each other's nightscape, each other's moon. And illuminating each other's thorns. It's an interesting thing to think about. Okay. So interestingly, right, like he's talking about how we are kind of destined to be sad and go through painful things, and that we, like, what we do with that is kind of what's important, and it's okay to cry and it's okay to have your tears fall, but it's not okay to tear yourself, right? Like the idea being that you know, it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to have these feelings, you know, we're bound to have them sooner or later, but not to beat ourselves up, not to, you know, take ourselves to a place of self-blame or self-anguish from those feelings. You know, I think maybe we can consider it as, you know, crying and feeling sad and getting these things out as a release of emotion, and try and separate ourselves from the blame segment of it. Maybe what he's alluding to here, but I think also some of the discussion about, you know, being able to see the thorns surrounding the streetlights and light in the darkness illuminating the thorns around things, and kind of showing that while they are pretty, when they're illuminated at night, you can see how dangerous it can be. So I don't know, that one might have to sit with me for a bit, but I really enjoyed the production of it. Again, we're kind of in this, it feels like an album built for listening to at night. It feels like a late night driving kind of vibe for the singing and the production on it. And I'm here for that. All right, Badbye. I don't know who Eon is, but they are featuring on this.
You and I, we get dry. You and I cry. You know why I cry. You know why.
Okay. That feels like maybe talking about a relationship where and not necessarily a romantic one, but where they made a shot at understanding one another and it didn't work out and they hurt one another and they're looking to end it, which goes to a very dark place, but softly, right? Like, I think, the kill me softly is a metaphor, right? Like the idea being that they're looking to end said relationship, but do it, gently. But they're just looking for a way out at this point, because the current existence is pain, which is dark, but I feel like most of us have felt in similar situations where we've felt like the pain is inescapable. All right, good. I don't know if Badbye even had RM's vocals in that. Was he just the producer on that track and Yeon was the whole vocal, or did he do backing vocals for that?
All I need is me. I know. All you need is you. Yeah. All you need is you. You know. 가끔 난 내게 실망해. 스스로 나를 짓밟나. 너의 것밖에 안 돼. 훨씬 더 잘해야 해. 너 훨씬 더 먼저 해. 지는 잊을 거야 돼. 이겨야 해 너. 어긋나는 건 너무 아픈 것. 겪지 않으면 알 수가 없는 것. 내 예상과 현실 너무 멀구먼. 그래도 다리 건너 내게 닿고 싶어. 진짜 내게 yeah. 진짜 내게 yeah. All I need is me. All I need is me. I know. But why do I feel lonely? I feel so lonely when I'm with me. I feel so lonely when I'm with me. 살다 보면 비를 받을 수도 있어. 그래야 너도 비를 받을 수가 있어. 맨날 며칠이 비가 내릴 수도 있어. 저 사막에도 비가 내릴 수가 있어. 근데 미안한 나를 포기할 수가 없어. 내가 아는 날에 난 놓아줄 수가 없어. 내 머릿속에 난 이렇게 온전한데 완전한데 어긋나는 건 너무 아픈 것. 겪지 않으면 알 수가 없는 것. 내 예상과 현실 너무 멀구먼. 그래도 다리 건너 내게 닿고 싶어. 진짜 내게 yeah. 진짜 내게 yeah. 진짜 내게 yeah. 진짜 내게 yeah.
So I feel like he's talking about the gap between his expectations and what he was able to achieve in reality, and saying that like he never quite reaches the expectations, right? Like the reality and the expectations are far apart, and they always seem to be far apart. But by trying to bridge the gap between those two things, he wants to connect with the fans and show us the real him, and we can show him the real us, right? Like, I think his idea of music, at least through the lens of what we're hearing here, is that music is connection between artist and listener. And it is kind of building this sense of empathy between the artist and the listener, and the listener and the artist. And I think it is a two-way connection. And I think in some ways he's talking about that here, but also kind of talking about with his own disappointments and struggles with trying to get to that place, where he has expectations of how good he's going to be out on stage, how good he's going to be in the producing booth, how good he's going to be telling his story, and it doesn't quite reach the vision he had in his mind. Again, I think this one might be my favorite of the album so far. I like Moonchild a lot too. Moonchild's I think another one that's like up there for me. But I think these last two have been absolutely fantastic. Next up we have Badbye was the previous one. So Moonchild and Uhgood are my top two right now. But we have a very real chance that that's going to get dethroned, because we've got Everything Goes featuring Nell, who I heard on Palette and absolutely adored. So let's see what they got here. They seem like they'd be a good fit for RM's lyrics too. They seem very introspective as a group and cerebral.
여름이 오나 꽃이 짓고 열매가 있듯이 모든 것은 아파야만 해 세상을 안고 숨을 훅 들이마셔봐 내 폐 안에 가득 들어 찬 따간 공기가 모든 걸 말해 그래 수없이도 마시고 싶었던 나파고 무뎌지던 오랜 시간들 바로 그 아래 everyday I pray 내가 좀 더 나은 어른이 될 수 있게 and everyday I stay 사람도 아픔도 언젠가는 죽기에 무뎌지려는 바람을 맞아 하잖아 꿈속에서는 영원할 수가 없잖아 힘내라 뿌연 말 대신 다 그렇다 거짓말 대신 그저 이 모든 바람처럼 기내게
I think I can see like what he's doing with the chorus, right? Where literally the everything goes is passing by the it's all passes in the visualizer there for the lyrics. And I think that's a good representation of the way it sounds too, is that like those two lines are passing by the more forward placed it all passes in the back. And I think again we're into this kind of territory of like we're all gonna die someday, and to throw out empty platitudes like cheer up or it's all gonna be fine or like, you know, we're everybody's the same is meaningless in a sense in the face of just at some point we're all going to die and everything is going to die, right? So like the fleeting insignificance of our mortal existence is nothing, right? Like compared to that, like platitudes don't work. We need to you know, either go out into the wind, which I think in this case might be a metaphor for like living life and just going and doing it. And I think his idea of like becoming dull in these lyrics may not be becoming dull as in like not as smart, but becoming dull as in blunted or losing his edge. And I think that can be like equated to like a sense of weariness, maybe. And not so much like a statement on intelligence. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. I think Nell's vocals came in pretty nicely to go complement his verses in the chorus. I think they're, as usual, their production style is always very good. And yeah, cool little collab. All right, next up we've got Forever Rain. Oh, we got an MV. Is this similar? Is this the one that Stop the Rain with Tableau was taking some cues from? If I remember, there was some discussion around that when we watched that one. I'm really liking this like hand-drawn style animation here.
하루 종일 비가 왔으면 좋겠어 누가 나 대신에 좀 울어줬으면 해서 yeah, 종일 비가 왔으면 좋겠어 그럼 사람들이 날 쳐다보질 않았어 yeah, 우산이 슬픈 얼굴 가려주니까 빗속에선 사람들도 저마다 바쁘니까 좀만 느리게 숨 쉴래 평소에 내 삶도 내 랩도 너무 빠르니까 지금 모든 게 저 위치로 하늘에 나의 그림자가 비치고 난 어둠을 딛고 서 있어 고개를 밑으로 내 발 뒤꿈치로 yeah, slow rap, slow jam, slow rain, everything slow slow rap, slow jam, slow rain, everything slow forever rain 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 forever
비가 오면 조금은 나 친구가 있다는 기분이 들어 자꾸 내 창문들을 두드려 잘 지내냐면서 안부를 물어 And I answer 난 여전히 삶의 인질 죽지 못해 살진 않지만 뭔가에 묶여있지 나도 너처럼 어딘가 두드릴 수만 있다면 온 세상에 진하게 입 맞출 수 있다면 그 누군가 나를 맞아줄까 내 고된 몸을 어쩜 받아줄까 제발 아무것도 묻지마 그냥 영원히 내려줘 네가 내리면 외롭지 않아 너라도 내 곁에 있어줘 잿빛 세상에서 살고 싶어 영원 따위 없는 걸 알고 있어 Slow rap, slow jam, slow rain, everything slow When it rains it pours, when it rains it pours, it pours Forever rain
I kind of wonder if that last shot before the black ball kind of expanded and went into this black scene was hand drawn. It looked like it might have been were hand drawn because it looked like those were like several sheets of paper maybe pushed together and maybe taken a picture of. I'm not sure. And with the black dot kind of overlaid on top of it. Curious to know if maybe RM does a little artwork on his own, or if this was like specifically made for the MV. But outside of that, gorgeous artwork, really, really cool style. Very like back of your notebook kind of doodle style. Heavy on the cross hatching and like fantastical surreal elements where like the people underneath the umbrellas in the rain had monstrous features and like almost to this idea that like he didn't feel so unique or so alone or so different for crying when it was raining, for feeling those kind of sad feelings, right? He felt like he could hide and mask those things under the umbrella or in the rain itself, almost like the city or the world was crying with him. And he knows that this isn't forever, doesn't exist, right? Like that at some point the rain will end, at some point this will kind of stop, but like he is wishing for this feeling of not being judged, like anonymity, this feeling of comfort in not having to explain his feelings outward, I feel like. And yeah, really, really, really cool song. I do think that is the end. Yeah, that is the end of the album. I think personally, Uhgood might end up being my favorite, but Forever Rain and Moonchild, I think, form the top three. Very, very much feel the vibe of like, this is an album I would throw on at like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, driving down the highway, and I wanted to listen to something, right? And just kind of get deep in your head. That's the vibe I'm getting. But yeah, absolutely loved it. That's gonna do it for us for tonight, guys. Till next time, love you. Bye.